We quiet now, but we here.
Oh yeah, we here.
What is that camera right there?
Yeah, right there.
With the red dot. All right.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, episode 1 of Steady Conversations with my guy Big Steady, co-host. You know, me, Larry Keith.
Okay.
Big Steady.
Me.
Yeah, man. So you know how it is, man. So right now, I just want this to be an introduction to this, I would say, journey rather than seasons in the episodes. Because me and this guy right here, what they would say is social studies, I would say is history. They want over their head.
We gotta catch a lot of those.
Well, yeah, man. We got history, man. It's just so funny how reunited.
Man.
And I would say from both points of the friendship, hey, put a spark behind each other. Because I'm telling you right now, if I didn't bump into this guy about, see, we just were talking about 7 months ago, I promise you I wouldn't be in this position right now. I probably would still be lost. You know what I mean? So I just want to start off with this show with just saying appreciation and showing love to my best friend. Y'all know him as what he represents now, and he's representing good. That's the steadfast way, or y'all know him as Big Steady. Y'all see him around, you know what I mean? And he doing his thing, man. I respect it, and I'm here to tell him right now, bro, like, hey, what you be doing in general, and it's not for, it's the words, it's not your actions, you know what I mean? Like, you be motivating people, bro, and I'm here to say, bro, hey, I appreciate you. But this is episode 1 of Steady Conversations, and throughout this, we will be having conversations, deep conversations, old conversations. We might be reliving situations and scenarios that we was in. Just
every last one. Every last one. I ain't scared of none.
Hey, just for a good laugh, you know what I mean? But this is episode 1. We're trying to give you the origin of the story, how we met, how our friendship is, and how it's strengthening, you know. And I start off, you know, I'm the co-host. I'm Larry Keith. I can just say this about Magic, man. Hey, I met him at a time. I remember he was working in this place called the Twin Towers. And he was working at Ole Miss.
Take me back.
Man. And with that, I don't know how the way we bumped, but the word networking wasn't in none of our vocabularies, but some type of way, you know what I mean? Networking happened. And I remember that. Every time if I tell a story about you and I bring the beginning, I always say this, bro. I remember that time he asked me for a ride back to the house. And I said, nah, bro, come to my house. And that's all I'm gonna say, man. Hey.
Oh yeah, we talking about the creek, right?
Yeah. But yeah, and there's nothing negative about the situation or anything. It's just
in somebody's eyes.
Yeah, in some eyes. But that was just the beginning of our friendship. Like, there was no money involved. Like, when we was hanging, it was noodles,
Burger King, Dollar Tree,
Big Shasta drinks. The Big Shasta, man. And we survived off that, man. Like,
Papa John's. Got about Papa John's, bro. We had pizza for days.
Yeah. Excuse my language. Pizza for days with, hey, and look, let me tell you something about this. The pizza for days, and then on top of that, we would take I ain't gonna even tell them the secret about the noodles, bro. But anyway,
don't
bro.
tell.
Let's just get into this, man. 2025, we are where we are now. We've been through thick and thin. We've not
only thin one time.
Yeah.
Only one time.
One time. But check this out. Through all that, we could just go to a point where if we ain't talked in months, when we do talk, it's just like
pick right back up.
Right back up. And with this conversation that I had with you last time, we are where you're at now. And I want to give the followers, or however you want to say it, the fans or whoever it is, a little insight on you, man. Like right now, with the name that you've been holding, Steadfast, how have you been living? And how is that the definition of you been living, man? And then this is not even an interview. You know what I mean? This is just me, like...
We just chatting.
Yeah, we chatting.
Because we steady conversations, a.k.a. the kitchen.
Yeah.
No mustard necessary.
No condiments at all.
Okay. So what happened was, we was at church one day, and Sister Sheila, Josh's mom, she was up at church, she was speaking, and she said, when I see you, if it had to be a picture in a dictionary beside the word steadfast, it would be you. And I was like, I don't know what that means. So I was like, okay, help me understand what that means. So she said, go look up the definition. So I looked up the definition, and I saw it was unwavering. I saw it was loyal. I saw it was withering the storm. I saw it was, just rooted, grounded. All of those things I had been through the change. And it hit. My eyes got watered like they did just then. And I was like, I have changed. That day I noticed. Because you don't notice you change until you notice you change. And most of the time you notice you change in the moment of, I guess you would say, intel of change in that actual time.
Right.
And when I saw it, I was like, dang, I'm really not the same person I was. And then when I started to see my actions match up with what I was saying. At first I was just saying it. I was faking it until I made it.
It was sounding good.
Yeah, I was changed. But I still was, I still had that magic to me. But God was trying to take you getting it. But see, that's one thing. See, man, we go. One thing about him. One thing about God, bro, when he gets you where he wants you, you ain't gonna change that day.
Yeah.
So he'll go around here, I'm gonna pick that out today. I'm gonna let him still be this right here because I know he ain't ready to change that. But the fact that I started noticing this, and I started noticing that, and I started noticing that, I was like, oh, that's ugly. That's how that look. And then I started to drive the school bus.
Right.
And I started to see the little kids in second grade cussing.
Right.
I was like, something changed, because normally I don't hear cuss words.
Do you consider that when you say something changed? Do you consider that with age and maturity? Because, man, I'm just now getting to the age of realizing, hey, bro, I was in my ways when I was younger. When I could have been saying, nah, I didn't even look at that option. You know what I mean? But now, I guess because I'm old and, it's the knees, you know what I mean? Hey, you're waking up and, hey, you're yawning a little different. It's like, you seem to choose wisely rather than just, like, I'm going to get another yes or another no.
Yeah, I'm feeling that emotion.
Yeah.
I'll say to me, time played a part. But it's just like, you got people, let's just use me. They be 30. I'm grown. But they really still 18, 19 years old.
Right.
So does age really matter? I don't think it does because I wasn't even really grown until I didn't realize I was still a little boy until I was about 27 the day I found out I was about to be a father.
Right.
I was like, man, I still got child's ways, but the Bible says when I was a child, I spake as a child, but when I grew and became a man, I put away my child's ways. So when that happened, I started to realize God will use certain little things to get you to start seeing other things the right way that you weren't seeing before. And when it happened, I was just like, it seemed weird at first.
Right.
Because like you saying, you could have chose different.
You could have, but
it just, I don't know if it wasn't time, or we weren't ready.
Exactly.
Because I don't consider myself a grown man until 27 years old.
Right.
That's when I started to grow up.
But what you just said, ready. Is that it would seem like I'm asking the same question, but is that an age thing? Could a 7-year-old be at the mindset of just making the right decisions?
Yeah, if they watch me now. And I'm not just saying me, I'm just saying I'm using us, so we'll use your son. If your son's seeing me every day doing the right thing, at 7 something can click. Oh, he not doing what they doing. I want to be like him. What made you want to hoop? What made you want to play football? You had to see somebody do it.
Right.
And see, I watched my mother and my grandma, but I didn't see a man.
Right.
So what I learned was I didn't realize how emotional I was as a man. Because all I saw was emotions growing up. My granddaddy just, he's a good man, always there, but he just do this.
Yeah.
I had Brother Taylor, he just showed us how to work.
Yeah.
And he had nobody to show me how to feel. So when I ain't have no feeling, I just went off the emotions that I seen, all my mama, my grandma, my auntie, my great grandma, they women emotional.
But with that, that's like when I say pro, I mean like plus 500.
It's a plus.
And a con.
But it hurts
plus, I say negative 100. So
300. Because I was really emotional. I let my emotions get me in more trouble than my actions.
Yeah.
Don't let that go over your head. I let my emotions get me in more trouble than my actions. My actions weren't good either, but my emotions were way worse because of how I felt about it. So you pondering? Yeah, my bad. I ain't never said that in my life, but that I ain't never said that. I had to think about that one.
But
I had to think about that one.
But with just getting into it and just explaining what the definition of steadfast and the route you live in, do you notice the inspiration that you bring to people? Not saying that you're supposed to get
kudos or anything.
Like not like a Google review, like it was saying, hey, this is a good person, but do you notice the inspiration and everything that you like bring towards when you're talking to people?
I'm getting it.
Because the reason I say that is because when I say talking to people, it's not more so of your words. It can just be your actions now.
Especially the people that knew you.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to say something. You could just be going to the gas station, getting your routine
C4.
anything, and you can bump into people. How does that, you know what I'm saying, general, like, how does that make you feel?
Well, let me just answer this. Resolutely, dutifully, firm and unwavering. Loyal, faithful, committed, devoted, dedicated, dependable, reliable, steady, true, constant, trusty, firm, determined, stout, relentless, impactful, single-minded, unchanging, unwavering, unhesitating. I'll stop there. Who that sound like? Even in my messed up times. I answer your question in a minute, but you asked me what the definition was.
Yeah.
Even in my messed up time, I still was him. I just didn't know. I didn't have the two to coincide.
Right.
I've always been this, but I was, Jesus, my God, I was this in pain.
Right.
And when that pain hit, I went with my feelings versus what I knew. So then I get back out of course, and then instead of getting back into course, I didn't know how to do this. But something about God shaking your world up with a child. Cause that's what shook me. When a child shook me in the midst of wanting to have a daddy.
Right.
That's what took me. That's what shook me into getting here.
Was that like a fear of having a kid? Like prior to just knowing that?
Yes.
Was that
because the first thing I said was, I'm not gonna be like him. I don't want to be like that.
Man.
Yeah.
And with that, the aftermath And the word aftermath sounds so bad and
it's
dramatic.
right. It's
But
all
the
good.
aftermath of it, as in now, like 2025, how do you feel now about that? For if you could give yourself a report card as a parent, because I right now, if I give my grade, I think I'm doing about and this is for people to see. I think I'm doing about a C plus right now.
I don't think so.
That's just me. I'm a tough critic on myself. But, you know, when it comes to just the view of things and just, oh, you see the clothes and all that, yeah, that's good. But I know there's more stuff I feel I can do. It's just, of course, you know my story, where I'm at. I'm not even 4 months out of, you know what I'm saying, my dad passed away. I'm still, I'm still trying to learn. So that's why I give myself a C plus, because I know it's more I can do. I feel like my dad is left because everybody has a different story about their dad, but I feel like my dad has left me. I'm a competitive person, so it's like I'm trying to outdo him, if that makes sense.
Well, before we go there, I got a question for you.
Oh yeah.
How are you? I know what you. I'm gonna answer your grade. But how are you feeling when it comes to that? The loss.
You talking about lost my father?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. He gave me a situation where not gave me a situation. He gave me the powers to know what the ultimate hurts feels like. And once you top that pain, nothing else that you can go through will be a problem.
There's one more thing, but we ain't gonna bring that up here.
Yeah, he it's still weird. Like it's little stuff, man. Like I'll give you a brief example of, like, for us today. I was at work, working on a Sunday, and I'm watching these fathers drop their freshman sons off in the dorm. And as they drop them off in the dorm, I watch them as they go in. I watch the father as he brings whatever the son is bringing into his dorm room. I watch him mount the TV on the wall. Just do all the fatherly things, you know what I mean? I watch this. And then as the time goes on, the dorm room gets filled with the supplies and everything that's needed. Now it's time to spread, separate. Go back to their domain, Some have the luxury of being in Oxford and just, hey, I go to Ole Miss, so I can just go down the street and see my people. But some people fly from New York, from Texas, I asked one guy where he was from. He said Dakota. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But what I'm saying is they all came to the point to where everything's put up in the room and it's time to leave. And I watched every father do that tough man thing where, like, they ain't trying to cry, and it's that last, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you on your own, you know what I mean? And I watched about five fathers do that. And I just watched them hug their son, and then after hugging their son, that deep, you know what I mean? And
it's here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And shit, where I went to college at. Shit, my dad did that for me. So it was just a reminiscent thing. And I've always lived by the code of, man, if I could ever put somebody in a situation that I wish I could have been there with somebody to help me, I will always do it. When I worked at the gas station, I seen somebody come through and try to get 10 on the pump. That card declined, only said that they was approved 3. Man, go ahead and get that 10. You know what I mean? I wish somebody would do that. You know what I mean? So going back to what I'm saying is, as the father leaves and I know they got that feeling, I say, hey man, what floor you stay on? You know what I mean? The kid to tell me, and then right for the buzz box, I say, hey, look, I'm gonna watch out for him. I got your back now. And then, you know, crack a little joke, you know. But like I said, I wish somebody would have done that for me. And it's that type of stuff when you think about a death of a person or the missing of a person, because shout out to my dad in the situation of dying and losing his life to cancer. Like it was already kind of prepped and we was going into what was going to happen. So he already installed everything, the passwords, the secrets, the landmarks, you know, all that stuff. It was the emotions he didn't install. So sometimes I catch myself not knowing how to crank the weed eater up. Thanks for YouTube, but you know what I mean? I had a YouTube, you know what I mean? So it be stuff like that, but the coolest thing that I get to do now that I don't discredit him because he was working. Sometimes I get to catch my son. I put my son on the bus every morning. They be here 5:49. You know what I mean? Like, come on, let me sleep. But I get to put my son on the bus, and I also get to watch him get off. My dad ain't never done that. Work graveyard shift. By the time I get off, they already headed to Water Valley. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. By the time we getting up, they all sleep. We already got, you know, so it's little stuff like that for us with the missing. But overall, it's tough, but something that I learned is something that in the last time we talked is, man, yeah, it's gonna hurt today. It might hurt tomorrow, it might hurt. It might hurt for a week, you know what I'm saying? But before you know it, you building and you grabbing and you getting new material for us in life and how you living. You getting new ways, you know. I used to wake up at 5 o'clock. Now I'm trying to get up at 3 with y'all. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting up at 5, man. You know, like, gee, Willis. So, like, it's just new things that I'm doing that it lightens it up. But yeah, it's a situation, and it's new. And this is but besides my therapist, which keeps taking my money from me, but besides my therapist, this is the first time I ever talked about it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a new thing to me, but I understand it. You asked me this 2 months ago, I still would have had hatred in my heart, but now I get it. And I just go on with it, you know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. But that also, and I'll cut this back to you, that's also why I'm in this situation where I'm at now. Because prior to this, man, you've seen me from the first time when we was in Brittany Woods and I had the studio out there. Mm-hmm. You was on the show. And then COVID happened. I didn't know how to work in COVID. They was giving out free money and,
Probably best we didn't know. Probably best.
I had a 2-story house, 5-bedroom. It was a different. Yeah.
See, that break up with Northwest, man. We ain't gonna bring that up today because we need to stay in this moment right here.
But yeah, man, this is all learning. But like I was saying, you seen when I first started off, I had the mindset that I had, and with that first mindset, I had everybody going crazy.
Yeah.
Niggas, forgive me for saying that, but people didn't understand.
Niggas didn't understand.
Yeah. Yeah, but people wasn't understanding at the time, and I was ahead of my time. Then the COVID situation happened. I found the new route, and then that's when I got I made my own studio, and of course you was there too, and that was nice and legit and everything. But like I said, the situation with my dad happened. It was either make the choice. You
go left or go right.
And I've talked to so many people, and you know what I'm saying. I don't want to seem like I'm preaching or I'm overtaking the show, but I've talked to so many.
It's all good. I answered the question.
I've seen so many people, and if you're watching this, you can. I ain't even telling you. You know who inbox I've been in. I've seen people where it's like they are at a crossroad, and it's always dealing with a kid or a relationship, or my goals is just 6 steps away. You know what I mean? But the relationship and the kid steps is about 146, but it's got the same intensity. Yeah, man. And I've seen it. I've seen people. Example, I go this route and say, hey man, I can make this happen again and focus on the now. And I've also seen people say, you know what I mean? And I've seen them be successful. I've seen their downfalls a little bit, but I also seen them come up off of learning off of mistakes. And it's just like, not to get off topic, sometimes I be confused about how to give people advice, because in those two situations, you're getting the joy and you're getting the loss out of both of them.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. So that's where I was at. And once you ask anybody that talks to me, anybody that sees me around town, prior to me getting in a stupid relationship, but
they not stupid, they just
lessons, you know what I'm saying, prior to me getting into summer school, you know what I mean, anybody that see me like, man, you bring the podcast back, doing all that, and I would tell them like, hey man, I got this situation going on, man. I'm like, my dad going through chemo, I'm trying to focus on this. Everybody, all right, man, I understand that, like for the real people who actually know me and just don't know the Facebook or the just, this type of stuff, they don't understand. But yeah, I made a decision. But like once he passed away, I was so lost and just in a numb state of mind, I didn't know what to do. And like I said, it took, and I don't want to make this about a church thing or anything like that. It just took me being around you just that bottle rocket, hey, it was lit, but it fizzled out. You gotta go back on it. You might have to, go like this, you know what I mean? But,
boom. We got action.
So yeah. And that's where I'm at now. I tell people this now. The best feeling I ever had in my life. Bills paid and not actually having worries. Me not having worries make me worry. I don't know if that...
It can happen when you're new to it.
Yeah, I'm like, this
is a side effect of real peace.
Yeah, it's like this was waking up feel like it.
It's so good. It's scary. Cause we used
I just expected it.
Yeah,
my tire got to be on flat.
So
that's where I'm at. And by me being in that mode, it's not even a mode. It's I can't even explain it. By me just feeling that way, I try to stay away from negativity as much as I can.
But when you changing, it's gonna find you.
I try to stay away from negativity, and I try to stay from people who this might sound bad. I try to stay away from people who might be going through something. And that sounds bad, but what I mean when I say that is I'm new to this, and the type of person that I am, I gotta help. But sometimes that I notice where you can help somebody, you gotta fully make sure you help. And I can't be helping you when I'm at 60%. You know what I mean? And you might be at 90 and just need 10%. You know?
Nah, what if you at 60 and they at 20? They're gonna drain you all the way down. See, sometimes I've learned that don't lead with your heart.
Yeah.
Cause that heart can get us in trouble.
Man.
Get your battery
down
low.
Man.
Get all your juices pouring out from the bottom.
Man.
Not overflowing. There's a leak somewhere. I don't know how it got here. But it's just those little bitty things. Sometimes, like, but when you get a real, I gotta take it to the church house because that's what I am.
Mm-hmm.
When you get a real relationship with God, you might not hear it, but you will be like, I'm finna help. No, I'm gonna be still this time.
Right.
I don't feel like I need to go over there. I'm gonna wait. If they still there when I get back, I'm gonna help. Then you come back, they gone.
Exactly.
That mean that it wasn't your time. Cause if it was your time when they got back, when you came back, no matter how long it took you to try to avoid it, they're gonna be right there.
Right.
That's one thing I learned about timing. His timing don't look like ours. We can go to the back of the store, and that same person end up on the next aisle with you. That's not coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
That's him saying, "Okay, you said you want to trust me. Let's see if you trust me." So,
but that's the funny, and I that's not an example. That's the facts. That's what's the odds that time when I pulled up in my yard, and we ain't got to get into details. I pulled up in my yard, and you could tell, and just off the conversation I had with you, it was just, what's the odds of you being on the other side of the bushes? Literally, the conversation, this was before my dad passed away. You know what I mean? So I mean, like, what's the odds of you just me pulling up? I ain't got no. I turned the hat around. And you know, hey, bro, can you come over here?
That was the big part.
Yeah. Can you come through the poison ivy and the sticky briars?
You asked me a question. How do I feel about it? It's moments like that.
Yeah.
Cause I be feeling like it's work. Like I'm worthless sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't help nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, and I heard it was in your. You said, "Hey, can you come over here?" Back to you like to help. Before I knew it, bro, I wasn't even through with the car.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the car. Because it was something deeper. Like when a baby cried, you know when that baby hungry, that baby stomach hurt, that baby gotta go to the bathroom, that baby just spoiled. That's 4 different cries.
Right.
I heard pain that wouldn't have lasted long if I had ignored you trying to get a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So, what odds? It wasn't odds, it was God.
Man. And
that's the clickbait.
Yeah.
That was the clickbait. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to lose a moment, but it wasn't odds.
Yeah.
It was God that time.
And just being on the topic, since we are just there. But no, I would say that because just off our conversations that we're having, how good is it for guys to have other guy friends to just talk to? Not just go to the club, you know what I mean? Like,
we done that, see what that got.
Yeah, not like meet me at the bar, you know what I'm
see
saying?
What that
hey, where is that? You know what I mean? None of that. I'm just saying, like, just literally, what's up with you just coming over to the house?
How you feel?
Yeah, what up, bro? What you been up to? You know, what's so hard about that?
Pride.
Yeah.
It's pride.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were taught this.
Yeah.
Toughen up. Don't cry. I'm gonna give you something to cry for.
Yeah.
Even though I had women, I just saw something. I had a hard woman raise me.
Yeah.
So how do I learn that emotion? So when I get around you, we just got to do this.
Yeah.
And they looking at us.
Yeah.
Do what we doing? That's us being.
Yeah.
And people don't even know it. They think we being tough.
Yeah.
No, we hurting.
Yeah.
And we getting it out by fighting and doing stupid stuff. But if more men, but I will say this, shout out to my cousin, Josh McClung. I'm telling you this right here, real talk. More men came out to me for him allowing me to get on there and be who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, bro, I would love to come talk. Well, we're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
I would love to come talk. I'd love to come, share my story. White men, black men, Asian, all type of different men. hey, a white man want to talk about racism stuff, bro. It's so beautiful. Now that's the beauty of it to me.
Yeah.
When little old me can pull people from all different regions to want to come tell their truth because they saw me do it.
Right.
And when I'm doing it, I'm like, what these folks ain't saying nothing I'm saying. But the whole time, it wasn't that they weren't studying, they was processing.
Right.
They was sitting back to see what I gonna keep doing. They were gonna keep sitting there to see was I really talking about, was I really standing on 10?
Right.
What you think? You think I'm standing on? I got 12 toes.
Man,
you feel me?
I can tell you this right now. This was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
What happened?
And I was headed to work. I could have been on work on time. I seen him by the airport making a video. And just because I ain't seen him and we ain't talked in a minute, I had to be at work at 7. I was already on Molly Bar it was
about 6:42.
Yeah.
It was early.
So yeah, I seen him and pulled right over. I didn't interrupt. I let him get it,
I couldn't even tell you what the video was about.
Man, I can tell you. I can't tell you, but I know you was in the middle of a challenge that you created. I think if it wasn't a 30 day.
31 days path to forgiveness.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the funny part because I didn't interrupt you. I was like, because I know how it is when you trying to make content and all that. I was like, oh, he going. Let me sit right there.
And I was waiting on you to come so I could put you on
and you just kept going, but you still got your word off. And I was just like, yeah. But after that, we talked and
for about 6 minutes.
Yeah.
But I had to tell you, man, go to work.
Yeah, and you was basically just telling me like, yeah, man, I drove by your house, I prayed, I drove back.
I did pray that morning.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying, like, going back to this, how can we make it cool to where people just like ain't gotta make it so tough to just be homies and you know what I mean? Like, not necessarily saying you my therapist or I'm your therapist or anything like that. And this is just re-jumping on conversations that we had prior to this, but it's just like, man, people could save a lot of money if they could just feel comfortable just.
Because sometimes you need somebody to listen.
Yeah, just a vent,
Sometimes I don't talk, I just listen.
And that could
change the whole narrative of life. Don't let it go over your head. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, first it started with I started inviting people to church because I wasn't ashamed of my church. I just knew my church was different from the region.
Yeah.
Everything don't go paper. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. When God show up, He show up. And then it got to a point where I was so confident in people knowing who I was. People were like, bro, how I get like you? You know what? I'm gonna take you to my secret place. And I started bringing people to church. Then we started taking pictures. The other folks like, bro, I'm gonna come to church with you for my picture. Then another people said, come. I had 2-3 people texted, hey, bro, I couldn't make it today, but I'm coming. That's how we make a change. We have to be the difference.
Right.
If we be the difference, we give them something to see and give them something to believe in. And then after they believe just enough, they'll start walking behind us just to see it. Before you know it, you have 100 men meet every Thursday at 6 o'clock talking about nothing. just it's love.
Yeah.
And that's what the men think. They can't love men without what the world think men love men is.
Yeah.
I don't care nothing about that. I love you, bro.
Yeah.
From then to now, you was just on the back end when I needed you then. I need you now, but I need you in a different way now because then you was teaching me something that I never saw.
Yeah.
Now I'm teaching you something you saw in me, but now I'm showing you how I got it. Mm-hmm. So all we got to do is share this message. Right. And then that's why I'm throwing y'all a little nugget. The East Side, what did the East Side Connect?
Mm-hmm. East Side Bound.
East Side Bound.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to get y'all the same thing. But it's going to be from this perspective. Mm-hmm. And then when you see both perspectives come together, they be like, oh, they just need something to see.
And that's all. And just speaking on that, that's the only. I had started the show off when I had a co-host, and it's just for somebody I just met. Shout out to him. He's doing good.
Big dog.
But me and Solo, bruh, you can, and this is a true thing. Just shout out to the show. Me and Solo don't even hang out, but every time we see each other, it can be 30 seconds. You know what I mean? Like, it's straight realness, genuine. Like, he gonna look in your eyes. And you, with just him, you just know he ain't
playing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's why. And I just always said, man, if I can put somebody in a position and I know that they talents, because he's a freestyle king, if you ask me. Yeah. And then his wordplay is magnificent and everything. But he also got a story to tell. Yeah. And
that'll pull people too.
Yeah.
You're giving different diversities to the same university. Mm-hmm. They just got to see the different colors on one piece of paper.
And
then they in there.
And once we get to that point, that hey, the GPS in, well, hey, people ask what it means. Mean grinding, plotting, stacking. You gotta grind and get the money. You got to plot to not necessarily get the money, but you just plot
to.
Yeah, you gotta have a plan. And then, off that plan that you will be successful off of, you stack off of it.
And a real GPS system leads you to where you're supposed to go. Sometimes it give you 2-3 different routes. The quickest route, the slowest route, the route that give you no lights. It's up to you to choose then. We're going to say what we say to tell you what you should do. We're going to tell you what not to do too. We is going to tell you what not to do, but it's up to you. You can follow or you can listen. It's all up to you. But Solo, I want to say something about him. When Solo walked up on me in Brittany Woods, I want to say Mally wasn't even born yet, so that's 7, maybe 10 years ago. Because Steadfast was on me, but it wasn't in me yet.
Right.
Solo said, he pulled up out the car, pulled up, stopped, got out of the car. Steadfast, big steady, I love you, brother. Came, shook me up, and then he said, when I see you, I see Steadfast.
Yeah.
And he just got back in the car and left. But that messed me up. I made a video that day.
Yeah.
That was almost 10 years ago.
I know, and that's how, man.
He's just a genuine
I was working at Metro PCS on the west side. They go. And yeah, he came in there to pay a bill and whatnot. And that's when I had that metallic orange Camaro with the rims on it. Ooh. And yeah, he just was hyping me up. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, man, I appreciate it.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was...
I'm trying to see what season of life that was.
Man, that was after moving to Hattiesburg. You know something about our friendship, bro, that's funny? And you've seen this, and I tell people, I say, bro, when I get in a relationship, I cut everybody off and just focus on the relationship.
And I tell y'all, I be telling everybody y'all know, I be telling them, but y'all need to stop doing that because when they hurt you,
look, it's a funny thing, but then when I think about it, I'm like, damn, that
was it?
That was.
Then we talk about it later. I'm sorry.
It rhymes with baloney.
We'll worry about it later. It don't matter right now. But I can't remember. But I know who it is. I know it, but it's okay. We ain't here for that right now. But you're right. People do cut people off, and then you should always keep somebody close because somebody could help you in a situation.
Yeah.
But we had a lot of seasons in life together, real talk.
Yeah, man. I mean, from the Cindy Lou.
Tattoos. Sandy Lou. Tattoos. The Beast. Orange. Crown Vic. Cut the heat off. Cut the heat off. Oh, Miss.
No, man.
Hold on, look, listen. C-Sto. Bro, we got so many, bro.
Man, and that's,
Hoop sessions.
Man.
It's crazy.
And that's why I feel like season 1 of Steady Conversations is gonna be legit, because it's like, man, normally, like, I would have a whiteboard up right now with topics to talk about, but when you messing with somebody that you just actually genuinely know, not necessarily know flaws and pros and cons,
those,
but
everybody knows.
Oh yeah, look, talk to me. I just yeah.
If anybody knows.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I feel like season 1 of this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
And
it's a great start. It's already cooked.
Yeah.
But what you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, just to tell you how legit I know you is. You didn't even know I wasn't even eavesdropping, bro. You just my neighbor. And I was letting my dog out to go to the bathroom. And I guess I was getting ready to pull out because, he was double shooting today. He had some prior engagements to this, know.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. It's coming too. Yeah, make sure y'all always check it out.
So we're going to be quiet on that. But yeah, as I was letting the dog out, you know what I mean? I heard you like, yeah, my homie, I'm about to go record a podcast right now. He stay right here, you don't even know that I'm listening, so I accidentally heard it, and just
I'm the friend.
Yeah.
That's in the room.
Yeah.
I got your back. Let's talk about that. You ain't gotta worry about me talking about you. So now I might talk about you to you.
Yeah.
But if you ain't in the room, I ain't the one that gotta say why they feel comfortable. Hello. Yeah. But you talking about me? Hold on. That's me. That's steady.
And that's why I go to, because you use the example of Solo, how he put up on you. And when he said to you, boosted him up. Or boosted you up. And you didn't even know I was listening. And then when you said that, I bet you when you went on Snap, when you went on the social media, I was like, yep, about to record.
Hey, I seen it.
Hey, what the girl say? Hype me up, turn me up. Hey.
Clock that tea. What they say? Take it back to Waffle House. Boy, we got a lot of that. Just might be my problem.
Bruh, it be like that sometimes.
It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
Shout out to Duct Tape, man.
What Duct Tape? Oh, Sweet Jones. Okay, I was like, Duct Tape. Okay, yeah. Sweet Jones. Yeah, man. Look, he was one of our, what you call it? He was one of our interns.
Yeah.
He was interning with us back in the day. He wasn't quite ready.
Man. But
shout out to him though.
But me talking, what would you just in general, but just clear cut, just hey, this is the bio right now. How would you want people to feel about you, this podcast, and also just what you're doing? Not that their opinion matters, but if you could just, the ones that you could catch that wants to be intrigued and lured in and listen, this might be shy and all that, what can you say?
Well, I'll say this, I'm not for everybody, but I'm for somebody. I'm here for a purpose, for a reason, and if I'm for your ear, that not me, not the quill, but who I am in that moment. If I'm for your ear, for your heart, just tap in and give me a try. Give us a try. Before you shut down, just give it a try. Because you never know what you can learn by just listening to somebody else's story. You never know what you can learn by just taking that one step of, you know what, I'm gonna get these boys a shot. And please don't go off of who you thought we was. Go off who we are now. So now you can see, oh, they really not them no more. No, it's still in there. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. My grandmother always told me, once a dog, always a dog. But you got to tame that dog. I got to keep that dog under submission. I got to keep that dog on the chain. Because one thing I know and learn is if I let my feelings take control, he off the leash. So I can't lead off my emotions. I got to lead off wisdom and discernment. So that's what I would tell you in this moment. To just give it a try. Just tune in. You ain't got to listen when we first drop it. Give it 2 weeks, whatever you want to give it. Just as soon as you feel it. I'm like, I'm going to get him a shot. Just check it out, because I promise you, I can guarantee you won't see me. You will hear him. And that's what I would tell him.
You trying to outbar me right now.
I really not. I ain't trying.
I gotta go in the bag.
Oh, man.
But man, that's coming to an end of episode 1. This is he kind of hit me with a reverse Uno card.
Ooh.
I know what he did, but I ain't gonna speak.
You're 2 weeks, like 14 days.
Yeah, he got me, but I respect it, man. And like I said, this is episode 1 of Steady Conversations. And as you see these conversations, sometimes we forget we recording. We just...
Sometimes we might talk about Bronny. Sometimes we might talk about Leonardo DiCaprio. It's the conversation gonna be steady.
We might even talk about the roundabouts at Oxford. I don't know.
Steady. Because I gotta drive.
But man, episode 1, man.
Almost in the book. Hold on. I will give my grade of being a father.
Go ahead.
Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
No, the first 9 weeks. No, first semester. I'll give it an F. Because I was trying to beat him in being what I was looking for as a little bitty boy yearning for my father. And my grandmother said something to me. She said, you don't have to try to be something that you didn't have, because God put it in you to be a father. That's why he allowed it to happen. Now let's get this straight. I was not married, so I had a baby out of wedlock. But one thing about babies, they are a blessing. And one thing about God, he forgives you. And when he forgives you, he forgets. Don't let them other people do it to you, because I almost let them do it to me. But you see where I'm at now. You see where I'm at now. I ain't got no more babies. So we doing the right thing. But I want to tell you, don't try to be something. Just be you. And once you be you, my new grade would be a B+, because I still got stuff to do. I still got to teach them how to tie shoes. Sometimes, it ain't that I don't know how to tie shoes. Nobody taught me how to tie shoes. I just figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm there too.
And I'm finna be done, but I have to come back to one thing you said. You said, I'm learning, I'm figuring it out now what it feel like to watch them boys that, you took them to school. You watch the boy that daddy brought them to school. You said now you learning what it feel like to him walking away. So what do I do when I had neither? I don't know what it feel like to watch him go away. I don't know what it feel like for somebody to put me on the bus. I don't know what it feel like for somebody to be at home. I don't know what it feel like to say, hey, somebody say, hey, I'll watch your son. This for the people. This is who I am. This is why I would tell you to watch this, because this ain't just for certain people. This is for everybody, because there was somebody that sat on the porch waiting on their daddy to show up, and he never did. Male or female, it don't matter. He still was my hero, but he didn't show. So all I would say is, deal with the root problem. Know he did the best he could for you. And that was just to give you life. So you saying you learning and trying to figure out how to do something. You got the plus of even trying to figure it out. Because I still don't know. That's empty. That's a hole there for me. So when I see my kid, I wonder, how in the world could somebody see me knowing I'm here, but don't come see me? You know what I came to realize? My grandmother told me that he only could give you what he had. So I didn't lose. He gave me me.
Oh yeah, you trying to end on a bar? You trying to outbar me, man? I'm trying to tell you, man.
No, I'm just being real.
I know.
I be waiting. I be needing to get this stuff off, but yeah.
Trust me. And the only reason I say this is because I gotta bring the joke in. It was with you definitely outbarred.
You're the same person that I'm standing with you at your daddy casket.
Oh yeah, you already know,
and
man.
This man, his brother in the room, and we saying our goodbyes, paying our respects to Mr. Larry. And Larry's having a moment, but he turned the moment into something that made everybody laugh. He said, "Hey, Daddy, I appreciate you. I love you. But I'm gonna make sure Tyrone give me these $25 he owe you." I said, "What in the world?" It's only right though, because you were just being you.
Man, it be times like that, bro. But
I'm done. I have nothing else to say.
As the great duct tape would say, it be like that sometimes.
It be like that sometimes. Dang, but that was a long time ago.
Man, and it used to be like that back then. But episode 1 of Steady Conversations.
In the books.
In the books. You got me, of course, Larry Keith, and you got the creator of the show, Big Steady, Quail, however you want to know. You know this.
Quail ENT.
Man, all of
those.
The Quail ENT.
We got a lot of shows.
Man. But hey, make sure to like and subscribe. Follow the page, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram. Appreciate it. Feel free to leave comments. And like I said, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.
I'm out.
We out, man. Take it easy. Be steady.